Yo, what's going on, family? Yep, it's a surprise live. Wasn't scheduled to do this. I wasn't scheduled to go live until tomorrow, which I'm still going live tomorrow. So, how y'all doing? So, first and foremost, I wanted to thank all the new subscribers. Man, I got a lot of folks coming over. Appreciate it. Want to personally give a shout out to my man TGV, dude. Real classic guy. Had an opportunity to meet him a couple weeks ago. I love to see him do that again, man. You know what? I think this year there are a couple. I think there's another watch wind up in New York towards the latter part of the year, and I'm going to do my best because I'm going to New York in July. Yeah, second week of July. So what's going on, man? Welcome in. What's up, Ad? What's up, Vinny? Today is just a surprise. I'm not going to be on here long, man. I want to share with you guys. I did a video on this, right? And for whatever reason, the recording got corrupted. So I said, all right, I'm going to put this out. And then I didn't want to waste my thumbnail either. So what I'm going to be going over with you today is a couple of watches that I've worn this year so far. And then if you go down in my description right now, there's two watches. They're both Invictas. One is a 1953 model, the Batman, and the other one is the first watch I'm going to show you for tonight, which is this bad boy right here, the Prodiver, 40 millimeter with the Salida. You see that Swiss-made goodness. Now, got the Invicta logo on the side. Pretty slim note. I think this is about 13.5 millimeters. I could be wrong. I think it may be 13 millimeters altogether. Matter of fact, while we guessing it, I think I have my caliper somewhere wrong. I seen DK just come in here. Yeah, I was talking about you on that on my the video. I was talking about you bad too. Maybe that's why it didn't come out right, because I was talking about you. Because I'm gonna bring out a watch. No, I was wrong. It said actually 12.8. Where was it? Oh, okay. With the Cyclops, with that magnification, it puts it at 13.5. But if just the regular sapphire, which is up just a hair, 12.8 millimeters. Yeah, man. So the watch I'm gonna show you guys tonight are watches that I just go back to. And this is actually, DK, I have to give you credit for today's episode and just the whole thought process, because you had used a term about having, like, if you could just go to one watch. So you had the Hamilton, I believe, the Hamilton piece, and you said, like, that watch does everything. You go to that watch above anything else. So if you had a one watch collection, what watch would it be? And that'd be hard for me, because I have, like, it's hard because I got too many. I have too many watches that I really like, and I wouldn't even want to put myself in that position. Tudor enthusiast, nice. Oh, oh man, boy, we starting off, man, starting the evening off right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm telling you is, if I didn't wear any other watch, and so to give you guys an idea, I have well over 100 watches in my collection. But this one gets more wear than any other watch, like this one right here. And then to follow that one up, my 19 53 Prodiver, that rose tone. I'm calling this Royal Cola. This is what I'm calling it, Royal Cola. There's no official name for it, but you know how, like, in Rolex territory, they got the Kermit, they have the Starbucks, the Hulk, yada yada. Y'all know what it is. Yo, Dave D's in the building. Yo, what's going on, House of X? Big Cruisers. Well, look like y'all had a ton of fun. But anyway, so this one right here, and hold up, because on the video, this is what I did. Man, yo, I'm talking about the bezel action on this one is crazy. And I'm going to tell you this. There's 2 links down in the description. One takes you to Amazon, which will get you this piece right here, right? And it's at a decent price, man. It's $199, because I remember a couple years back, matter of fact, this watch has been reviewed, let's just say a couple dozen times on YouTube. And if you go back 13 years, one of the first reviewers, this watch was $299. One of the reviewers I saw, this watch was actually $299. Flame Fusion Crystal, Salida 200, and pretty nice watch, pretty solid. And I have had people actually mistaking this for a Submariner out in public. People like, yo, is that a Rolex? Nope, Invicta. Oh, okay. So, what's up, sweetheart? How are you doing today? I'm good. How are you doing? And the watch that I was dogging DK out on, and you guys will never know now. I mean, it's corrupted. File got corrupted. Everybody's going to the gemstone bezel. Now, let me tell you guys about this. This is a Pagani design. If you got good eyes, you'll be able to see the date. So I'm going to break this watch down to you. So at the 9 o'clock, you have the days of the week. At the 3 o'clock, you have the date. And at the 6, that's just a 24-hour counter. Screw down crown with everything. The watch is fun. It's not the best clasp in the world. 40 millimeter profile. Let's see how thin this thing is. Got my calipers here with the crystal. This one's actually 12.7. Just a hair tick smaller than this Prodiver. But again, these are some go-tos. I wear these a lot, man. Wear these a lot. Now, another watch, and I was talking to, who was I talking to? Vic, or I was talking to one of you guys. When you go on YouTube and you look at all of the top guys at any watch that's being talked about, Aragon is a word of mouth type of company. So I know Wing will talk about it, like he'll drop a video, then he'll get like so many views and stuff like that. But it's just amazing, man. Like for the price, when you're talking about, if somebody say, hey, if you can get a dive watch for under $200, Aragon never comes up in the conversation. And I'm telling you, matter of fact, let me pull up 2 watches that need to come in conversation. When you're talking about a dive watch under a certain amount of money, got this Aragon right here, titanium, all titanium, right? Pretty nice, decorated dial. Rotor in the back. But then Deep Blue, yo, Deep Blue never comes up. Now I think Jody from Just One More Watch talked about it, but like if you look at the videos, they're like a year old. And I know there's like a million watch companies that's fighting for our attention. I get that. But these 2 right here, Aragon and then Deep Blue, I mean, dude, crazy. You know, let me see how thick this Deep Blue is, though. I know it's a 44 millimeter watch, but it's pretty chunky. 16 millimeters. Yep, 16 millimeters with the crystal. Now, that crystal on the back is raised as well. You can see that. And it's just a hair tick on the actual bezel. Just a hair. It's sticking out further, man. If it was pushed in more, probably like 15.7 or something like that. But anyway, pretty thick watch. But it's nice, though. Helium, escape valve on there. Yep, pretty nice. Hold on, let me see. Nice toys in the background. Oh, yeah. I just picked those up from GameStop. And again, I'm not affiliated with anybody, so I could just say this. GameStop offers a military discount. I don't know if you guys know that. So if you're in the military now, it does not. Let me see. On certain pops, like if they're brand new, you can't get a discount on those. But there were some of the sale ones I was able to get a discount. I think it's like 11% discount. You can't get a discount off of new game systems, but use ones you can, and then the games you could just like they give you a discount off the games. I think it's 10%. So anybody that's military or a veteran, there you go. I want the new Die Master GMT Titanium Robin Egg. That Robin Egg, man, go hard, man. That thing go hard, man. I like this. This piece is nice, man. It's not the GMT, but you know. And speaking of which, let me take off my watch of the day. So the GMTs have been talked about for a year. Well, of course, all the time, but like it's just been crazy when Seiko released that NH34. Everybody's jumped on it, and I'm gonna throw this out there, and you guys take this for what it's worth. I still can't see some companies charging a premium for the NH34, right? You know, when there's companies like Aragon and Pagani put out a NH34, and it looks pretty nice. I don't have it. I think it's called a World Timer, and I think the only way you can't get it off Amazon, and I haven't done the AliExpress yet. You know, I hear that takes. I mean, of course, I can wait because I got a ton of watches in my collection already. But I thought about getting it, but I don't know if I want to go through AliExpress. And I would say I could trust AliExpress, you know what I'm saying? Because like Jody's been on, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Just One More Watch. He's been on YouTube for, I don't know, what, 5-6 years. And he talks about them all the time. So I guess they're a trusted source. I've never used them. It took me a minute to do Joma Shop. Yo, man, hey, bro, you got every right to be. My man Vic is in the building. Hey, tell Linda at the Burger Barn, man, what's happening. Y'all, Burger Barn is in the building, y'all. Luciano, what's happening? What's happening? Thank you for being here. How much did the Deep Blue set you back? Deep Blue, 115. Was it 115, 125, one something like that? Because I got it when it was on sale. They always got those sales. Here's the deal about Deep Blue. You can actually buy Deep Blue off of Shop HQ, but it's like seasonal. Once you see the day that they debut on Shop, if you follow Shop HQ, you bet that's one of those days I'm telling you to get on it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get the best price at that point. And then after that show is over with, when they say the prices will never be the same, you can believe that on this. Because the prices do go up considerably, and then they just go away altogether. You can't, if you're looking for it, if you're one of those that say, I get it, yeah, you're not gonna get it. So yeah, they got one right now, y'all. If you go to Deep Blue's website, you can actually get an R150, and it has a ceramic bezel, and I want to say it's like a creamsicle color, white and creamsicle. It's $199, and they have some other ones that's like $299, whatever. But if you just say, hey, I don't have anything with Swiss movement in it, and I want a Swiss made watch, that's the cheapest. And I'm telling you, I can't express this any more than this. Y'all know I've been fooling with Invicta for a long time, man. But in comparison, y'all know I love my Prodivers. I love my divers. But this, for 100, I want to say I paid like 120, 125 for this watch with the red strap. And you can always go and get the bracelets. The bracelets cost like $20, $20, $30. They got something more expensive, but you can get a basic Deep Blue bracelet. And some of those Deep Blue bracelets work on particular watches. If Dave D's still in here, he knows which watches. I think the Russian Diver is one that those they have Deep Blue bracelets that'll match up with it. Coy, what you say? I mean, hold on, let me see what. Bon appetit. What time is it here? What time is it? It's 15 after 7 here. All right, so Here's another watch that I had to get. I actually went on Joma Shop and grabbed this one because I'm looking for a deal. And when Shop actually brought this out, and Victor brought this out on Shop HQ, it was $2.99 because it has T25 tritium tubes in it, NH35. This is a 50 millimeter timepiece. Let me see what the lug is. I'm gonna see how thick it is first. 15.6. And this thing is thinner than that deep blue. Yep, 49 millimeters across. And let me see the lug. Pretty sure that lug is gonna be massive. Lug is 58 on the nose, 58 millimeters on the nose. And it doesn't have a screw down. I wish this had a screw down crown. It doesn't bother me that it don't, but I just want a screw down crown. In France. Oh wow, 12:15 a.m. Thank you for being here. It's late. I got a deep blue. Ooh, for 200, and it has the Salida. Hold up, y'all. Check that out. Check that out, man. That's crazy. Oh, so I'm just finished showing y'all. But this is a go-to. And this is one that my big bro, I know he'll appreciate. Massive watch. This right here is a Magnum Tria. And this is one of those watches where if you ask the question, why Invicta? Why? Because they can. And they did. This was one of those watches when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know, bro. And I actually seen it. It's crazy how this thing, for it to be as big as it is. Now, they do have straps for it, but like on the wrist, you do feel it. It has some weight to it, but it's balanced. And it's very interesting to look at, man. It's like every time you look at it, there's like some different feature on this watch, man. It's crazy. There's the middle class, and this has the R150, and then the Ronda 1042 in each one of these movements. So this one right here, I have set to India. Shout out to India, because I got people from India watching the show, man. I appreciate you guys so much, man. And then this time it's set for the UK, because I got people in the UK watching. So yeah, appreciate you. One of my Magnums is set to Uganda, Africa. Set to that time. I don't even know which one it was. I can't even remember which one it was. Tomorrow I have breakfast and cinema, and then my lunch is sign language. Oh, really? Man, I need to learn sign language too. I need to learn sign language. I already know. Yeah, I pulled it. I mean, because it is what it is, man. Now, let me show you the twins. And this is a shout out to my man, Billy from Not a Watch Knob. If you haven't been over to Not a Watch Knob, I don't have his link in the description. It will be at the end of this live, but that's where I got the strap from. I had to get it for that right there, man. That's meteorite, both of these. Twinning, right? Twin. So, thanks to my sis T, Texas T, I was able to obtain this watch from her, and the light is really bright. But this meteorite dial in these watches, 46 millimeter. I like them, man. They do have the NH35, and you know what any watch collector will say when they get a watch, they say, "Man, I like this." They wear it and like, "Man, I wish they did this in this, like with the Salida or Etta movement." I personally said the NH35 is perfectly fine to me in this watch. I'm not even tripping on that. The only problem I had is just that, because on here it is a reserve piece. That's a reserve, right? And they actually have it on the crown. They got the R. I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a reserve crown, Invicta Reserve. The I goes through the R. And I wish they had a mill style clasp on the back here instead of that one. I don't like that aluminum style clasp. So that's why one of the reasons why I changed out. So that, man, that strap was perfect, man. Perfect for this watch. Really dig that watch. So now bring you to my customized watch. And as far as I know, matter of fact, I know this without a shadow of a doubt. Shout out to my daddy. He did this for me, man. So this is my Seiko knot. And I did the loom on this thing. If y'all been following me on Instagram, y'all saw the loom on this. It's crazy, man. Seiko loom is yeah, it's true. And it lasts for a minute. Hold on, get me off the screen. So that's it, man. Brush finishing. It is polished in certain areas. Integrated bracelet. Yeah, man, that thing's dope. And I'm the only one in the world with this. This particular piece right here. Yeah. And I'm even thinking about so I still got friends in the jewelry business. Thinking about taking this case back and having it signed. Have them engrave it for me. Now, here's another thing too. My daddy is doing mods. So if you want to watch modded, he do a lot of stuff, man. You catch him on Facebook. I didn't put the link in the description. I do have his link in on my no. It's on one of my current videos. It's one of them. I'll put it in this end, or if you hit me up on Instagram or follow me on Facebook, I'm Travis Wiley under Facebook. You'll find my daddy. He's one of my friends on Facebook. Hold on, where Kyle's coming. Hold up. No, not on timeout, bro. Tomorrow busy. Why did you ask if what you guys can't see Kyle or something? Because I see him just fine. Yeah, I see him just fine. All right, so let me put a watch back. Let me see which watch I want to put on my wrist. Now I'm showing off some of the watches that's in my faves, man. Final Four. We'll start what Monday? Is it Monday, Vic? We're showing our favorite pieces. So I'm about to show one. I mean, it's not gonna come to any surprise. Because that one guy, DK, already said, he told me to put this watch up. But I can't, bro. I'm not even gonna show you yet. I'm not even gonna show you, but I am gonna show you the DK special. And that's this bad boy right here. That big body. Look at that, man. It's like a big body Chevy, man. This is a Prodiver on steroids. This sucker is tungsten, just beautiful, silky. Can y'all see that? Yeah, screws. I got Loctite in there too. And if you can see the dial, sandstone. So it's like looking off in the starry night. Very impressive, man. And I thought that the crown was actually pretty interesting. And guess what? Tomorrow, the guy that actually designed this watch will be on my show. All right. And I want y'all to come by the show tomorrow, man. This is gonna be like relaxed, chill. You know what I'm saying? I know on the thing it said interview, so I don't want you thinking that this is about to be like 20 questions or something like that, man. We're gonna chop it up. But I do want to dig into his brain about this piece, man. Like, because I thought was like so strange that he went with that crown, because it doesn't look like anything else. But like to me, I interpreted it as like strength. You know what I'm saying? Like he went with, I guess it coincides with the bracelet too, the design and everything when you look at it like from this profile. But I don't know. I'm gonna ask him, and I think this is a proper design. Hopefully he'll get a chance to design some more. But now let's look at my baby. If I had a one watch collection, bam, the Glycine, boy. The Glycine is it. That is everything to me. Come on. Let's test out the thickness of this bad boy. Ooh. Mm, 10.8 is what I get. It's supposed to be like you say 11. It's 10.8 is what I get. That thing right there, man. Look at that coin edge, man. Let's just look at that. That thing's delicious, y'all, man. I dig this watch, man. And the loom is beautiful too, man. The loom lasts most of the night. Yup. Glycine did their thing when they made this. That thing is built for it. Okay, so I'll tell you another watch that I have, and I haven't talked about it yet, and it is the Nubeo. This is a different Nubeo. Has a weird name. I'll do a separate video about this, but here's my deal. I do know that Nubeo has a sale going on right now, and if you're into this type of watch, hey, swing for the fences, because I know some people that have purchased the Nubeo, and I'm not against it. And I'm gonna tell you the thing though that gets me. Look at the handset. I have the Thresher Shark is actually in the case in the back. I like the Thresher Shark, right? The Thresher Shark has way more details than this one, but the funny thing is I like this one more than the Thresher Shark, just because of the hands. This actually reminds me of a Phoebus, and I definitely that's on my list to get. I look, man, I definitely got to get a Phoebus. Yeah. Nubeo. So Tommy, only reason because I was calling it Nubeo, but the only I was watching the show that they were doing, and the guy kept saying the guy that actually presents these watches was calling Nubeo. So yeah, man. But as far as that these are my go-to pieces. These are the watches that I wear on a regular basis. And guess what? Him right there, him right there, is about to have a brother. Woo-hoo! Yeah, yeah. This is off top. Hey, this is gold to me. This is gold. We talking some of them Invicta pieces, man. I know some of them are huge. I can't like the Sea Hunters, the anything over 52 millimeters. It's getting harder for me to wear that now, man, because I want to be comfortable. I'm becoming a grumpy old man when it comes to my watch collection. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, hold up. I'm looking through, and y'all, I literally shedded so many of my watches. I'm talking about, I'm either gifting them away, I sold them for like a crazy price. I'm still letting some stuff go for like crackhead prices. Maybe I can't say that on YouTube. YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm not calling nobody a crackhead. I don't want to be canceled because it's easy to get canceled on this thing. Let's just say I'm selling stuff at ridiculous prices, and it's just to thin out the herd. I want my watch collection to be healthy for me. So the next, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the watches that's on my radar right now. One is the Zodiac, right? Super Seawolf. That thing is crazy. Y'all know I love color. That ain't going nowhere. I always like I have to have like some type of color to match. I got a bunch of shoes back there and hats that these things need to go with. But I definitely, my watch definitely has to speak to me. You know what I'm saying? So I actually did I looked at the documentary on Squale. Very interesting, man. TGV actually sent me the video, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. I was looking at some of the stuff I was watching people that's reviewed them, but you know, TGV, I had asked them a question about, like, you know, what watch would you prefer? I mean, what watch would you suggest as far as dive over this? I gave him a list of watches, and the Squale is what he went to. There's a number of watches that I'm looking to get. Let me see, Bill the Elder. Well, I apologize. If it's all my crackheads, I apologize for saying that. It's forever Nubeo to me. Hey, it is. Listen, You bought it. If you want, look, it's yours. Call it what you want to. It's like when they went over to, what did they call it? The fusion? Like when Invicta went over to fusion. I said, I'm not calling it that. I'm not. It was like, it's been hybrid for how many years? And I know there's Fossil has a hybrid, and I'm pretty sure somebody fought Invicta on the name. But if I think it's Fossil, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. Money wise, Invicta definitely don't want to pick a fight with Fossil because they're labeled in the top 10 most sold watches in the world. So now I know Invicta sells a lot of units, man, but Fossil is way up there. They up there. Yo, what's going on? Yo, Joe, what's happening? I'm just showcasing a couple of the watches, my go-to pieces. Just shared some other pieces that I want to get. The other watch that I'm looking at. Now, I know I can buy one now from another person, but I definitely want to get it from the website. So I put my name in for a helm. Yes, you have to actually give your email and all that other stuff, man. And it's cool. I've never done that before. I think the most exciting watch purchase I did in buying watches is what messing with Aragon, like with the Wings birthday specials. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get, but you throw $150 at something and you get something like that with that Robin Egg Blue, and you can't even get it no more. That's the crazy thing, is like it's gone. Like he came back with the GMT version in titanium on a brace on a rubber strap, but that's a completely different watch. I mean, it's the same look, but it got a GMT hand on it. This one, sapphire crystal, man, look, I think this is one of the best buys, hands down. $150. That's what I'm saying, though. Honestly, YouTube, pick up this algorithm, Deep Blue and Aragon. I'm talking about it, and I don't get paid for either one of them. I'm just telling you, the consumer, because I know that there's people out there right now that can't even afford. You can't afford a $300 watch. I know you can't. I'm not calling nobody broke, but I'm just saying. True, there was times where I couldn't afford no $300 watch. And then I took this to work with me today. Casio. Y'all saw the short, but this is the watches in entirety. Right? So I didn't wear it. I actually just tried it on or whatever. Y'all saw I did the watch roll, but this I didn't officially announce it, but I am gonna be doing the giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. And this is going to be one of the watches I'm giving away. I'm giving away a trap pack. So what that's going to consist of is stuff that I like, you know what I'm saying? So you'll get like a piece of steel jewelry, a hat that'll be customized with your favorite team. So you have to tell me, like, whoever wins, you tell me who your favorite team is or something that you represent. I customize the hat and send it to your P.O. box or whatever the case is on top of the watch. You know what I'm saying? So there'll be 3 watches there'll be 3 chances to win, whoever. Like once I hit 2,000 subscribers, that's what it is. I didn't make a video for it. I'm just, if you hear it, you catch a replay, you like, stay tuned for the next 2 watches. The other one, of course, is going to be a micro brand because I think micro brands are important. I did hear Teddy Bulbasaur had mentioned to new people that's coming into the hobby, he recommended you went with a big brand just in case you got a micro brand, which I kind of agree with that. If you got a micro brand and you didn't like it, you're trying to sell it off. That, you know, it's that micro brand may not be popping. Like, for example, Phoebus. I was looking at the fan base of Phoebus versus Helm. Helm customers fan base is way bigger than Phoebus, right? And there's so many different ones. You know, Squale got a crazy following, man. There's a lot of Spinnaker got you know, a crazy following. I was like, man, I didn't know how many people was on Spinnaker watches, man. That's crazy. Trap wear, baby auto gladiator, beautiful piece. Shout out to Vic, man. He scored big. He got actually 4 watches for his birthday, 4 timepieces, man. And that's other thing too. I want to convey this. Let me see. I've been on for 34 minutes. This is not going to be a long live because it wasn't scheduled. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this, and I'm gonna just get off of it. On Instagram, me and Vic have been doing, you know, like watch. He doing Magnum Madness. I'm doing Collector's Madness. You know, was it a month or 2 months ago? We were doing, you know, Enjoy Your Collection Week, and we were doing all these different themes. But the biggest thing away from it is there's not a watch in my collection right now that I don't have from a lot of you guys that reminds me of somebody else. In this case, I have a number of collectors' watches, or I've collected because of somebody else. I have a Tommy Big Time not Magnum, Grand Octane, because at one point he wanted to collect this a 63 millimeter piece. He collected 63, and he had the official, like the Swiss ones, man, like the screw down crown, like all the fixings. He didn't have the one when they went to just push pull, and I have that in my collection. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't going nowhere. That watch is there because it came from Tommy. And I can also credit Tommy for me getting this E-Guard timepiece, because he actually had the CEO of the company, Elon, on this show, which I just sent down a message like, hey, bro, you know, when you get a chance, I'd love to have you on. I bought the watch. I like the watch. It's a Richard Mille style because they got that tonneau shape. It's a quartz timepiece. Really nice. You got the, I mean, this is a really nice watch. Hold on, let me see. Get this to focus. Y'all see the E-Guard in there? This is a really nice. He does got good work. I was about to say God tier. God tier work. Thanks to Nico, everybody's saying God tier for everything. And then I don't have. Matter of fact, I have one other mechanical watch that I had from years ago, but I have another one, man. This Constantine Weiss is a really nice piece. I got this off of Shop HQ because they do that Tuesday nights. They do a collectors thing where, you know what I'm saying, like a watch talk collectors, where they involve, you can talk to some of them on YouTube or whatever. But it was set up for collectors. And I was able to get this watch, which is purely mechanical. And I just coined it the case back watch, because that dial just reminds me of a case back just on the front. Really nice watch, man. I really like this watch for mechanical piece, and it was $100. I paid $100 for this watch. Beautiful. That leather though. They do have a couple other. They have a Richard Mille style watch, and I think it's Swiss. They do have some Swiss made stuff, all Swiss made. But you know, the thing about, you know, this watch journey, there are some mainstream watches there, you know, and it's kind of hard. I mean, it's difficult to try to chase all the watches, man. You can't get all the watches now. Joe, please DM me pics. Yo, 135. Pocket Rocket. What's going on? Man, nothing much, man. Nothing much. I'm sitting here. I just went through watches that I normally wear on a regular basis. And I was just sharing. I don't know if you just came in on the part where I was sharing that there are watches that I have in my collection that reminds me of a lot of collectors. I either received it from them, I bought it from them, or I bought it because of them. And I will say this right here, Imperious, I got this from John Gangy. There is a mystery as to why the Imperious company folded. I heard about it 2 years ago that Invicta, you know, bought it from the young man. It was some young guy that had it, didn't do well, so he sold it. So I don't know the whole story behind that, because there's no information online that you can find. None whatsoever. So other than that, I'm going to continue. I'm staying focused on the watches I want. I'm staying extremely disciplined and focused. There are some watches. One of the biggest things I wanted this year was I did want to find another watch with meteorite, but the price is not adding up. So I'm abandoning that. Deep Blue will maybe the other company that I go to as far as the tritium tools, because I like the tritium. Invicta tritium, I have it in this watch as well as this one right here. I do want it in a smaller diver, and there's two places I can go. Aragon has great tritium as well as Deep Blue. So I know that Wing has he had a sale on his they were like 450 like all year, even last year. And then he dropped it to like a buck 50 or something like that. It was beautiful. He also has and I think it's $200. There's one watch that he has that I was looking at, and it has the carbon case, right? It's carbon blue, carbon green, and then black. Beautiful watch, beautiful. Please subscribe and hit that like. Yo, what's going on, Average Joe? I appreciate you, man. I always thank when content creators drop in, man. I thank you so much because you could be doing anything. You got your family that you know what I'm saying? Like I do. I don't take this stuff lightly, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, I just encourage you guys, man, on your watch journey. And one thing I've learned that where I am right now with my watch collection, being forget selective, man. I'm not snobby when it comes to watch collecting, but I'm like I just know what I want, man, and I don't want an uncomfortable watch. I was watching not a watch snob. He was talking about the PRX, and I was like, okay, and that's one of the watches I want to get. 80-hour power reserve. I love the style, the Genta style. But he said the bracelet kind of cuts and digs into your wrist, and I was like, maybe I'm still gonna get it, but I'll get the one on strap on rubber. I'm not even gonna fool with it. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to be uncomfortable. Yep, saw the notification. Oh, Joe, yeah, Joe, you got the, and Joe, you're more than welcome, man. Like I said, bro, I do wanna start back like what we were doing before, showcasing some of you guys, man. What do you have on the wrist? I like to see your collection. I don't care what it is. If you had a collection of Timexes, I love to see that, man. I had some great people on the show before, showing stamp collections. Alita Toro, she showed her stamp collection before. I mean, it shows about the lifestyle, man, about a lifestyle. We wouldn't even have this relationship. This show wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for the one loving to watch and everybody else falling in line with it. Like we didn't care about anything else, no political, no religion. It was just like, yo, you like that watch? I like that watch. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Let's eat, man. And this whole journey has taken me across the country, which I'll be going to New York again in July. And if everything works out, I'll be right back in October for that wind up. I think that's gonna be the largest one this year. So that's a definite trip. So some of my New York connects, I'll be hitting you up to stay at your crib. You just point me in the direction. I catch the train to the thing. Hey, listen, I'm no stranger to public transportation. Grew up on the south side of Chicago, man. That red line and the buses, yeah, all that. I'm used to that. I never had issue with PRX bracelet. You have to experience it for yourself. Okay, okay. It's all started with a watch. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're right. You're right. Let's see. Hold on. I know I'm tripping. Where the heck is my stuff at? All right. My eyes are not as young as they used to be, and YouTube is getting. Oh no, that's what I want. I don't want those. YouTube ain't making it easier for me. Hold up, Pocket Rocket. I gotta get you. It's your comment, but your boy got to put his glasses on. Ah, there we go. It's up and coming on the Express brand that's well reviewed. All right, Tommy, what do you recommend, bro? You've been on a tear with all your watches. Of all the watches, of all the watches that you reviewed, bro, which one would you recommend? Like the top five? And I'm not trying to bombard YouTube or the internet with a bunch of watches, but y'all know we're gonna be jumping down this rabbit hole anyway. Let me see. Let me write that down because I want to check out that brand. You said it's on AliExpress. All right. Gotcha. Thank you for that information. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, Jet, do they still do the Invicta cruise? No, they do not do the Invicta cruise anymore. However, there is a cruise with Invicta collectors leaving out in September, and Mr. Ryan Johnson will be a part of that cruise. Invicta gave the okay for him to actually leave and go on that cruise, so Invicta will be well represented on this. And I think that's the direction we're going in. Is there's, and I don't know if you guys are familiar or not, but there are a ton of Invicta groups on Facebook. I mean, you could pick up the Maryland Invicta group. You have Invicta 757. You have Invicta Holics, which that's why I got started with the Invicta Holics. And Mike and Courtney's two of the dopest people ever. You know what I'm saying? Man, you have Invicta Cruisers. Was it Club Invicta? There's a ton of them. Foreign Switch. Oh yeah, you know that's the other thing. I actually talked to was the guy, I think his name Adam. I actually had a discussion with him on Instagram. That loom, that's, man, bro. Now I have to try that on because I like the watch. Zelos, yeah. That's another one, y'all. Listen, y'all. I'm not, man. Don't be a stranger to like just trying some stuff out, man. That's why I want to go to that wind up so I can act. I mean, just imagine being in the spot, because when I went out when Urban Gentry was here, just going to this AD, and I'm looking at all these watches, and I'm looking at the oh man, there was so much stuff, man. I'm telling you, I'm hands down. There were a lot of watches that just really got my attention. The Frank Mueller, I love the way that watch looked. But yo, when I tell you, man, Grand Seiko, and I don't know if you guys remember me saying this a couple years ago when I was working in a jewelry store. A guy comes in with a Grand Seiko, and he was getting it serviced. So I'm writing up the ticket, and he hands it over to me, and I'm looking at it, man. The dial, the details, man. Nobody show. I don't care how well. And there are some amazing people on YouTube that talks about watches. Amazing people, but none of their cameras can actually capture holding one of those watches in your hand and actually just looking at it. I'm telling you, it does no justice whatsoever. Even Longines, man. Actually, I still may have that picture. The very first, I met this guy that had the very first Longines pocket watch. And I'll tell you the story behind that. He got it from, it was inherited by one of his friends from England. He passed away in the estate. They gave him the pocket watch, a whole bunch of other watches. This dude had like the first Seiko. Like, he had everything, man. It was crazy. Longines Conquest. I seen that in person, dude. That sucker. I ain't messing with it, boy. You Formex. I hear Dave D talking about Formex all the time. Dave D's always talking about that. Longines Conquest. And I've looked at this one company, Zero West. I was looking at their story. You guys get a chance, go over there and look at the story about Zero West. I was gonna do a whole show on that one, but I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm visiting like jewelry stores, ADs here in my city, and just getting a feel for some of this other stuff that they have, because there's so many watches that I don't know about. Again, that's why, like with the Squale, I love the story behind Squale. Von Buren. I love the story behind what it represents, what it means. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has a story. And I know a lot of us that collect in Invicta, we stay on that whole, like, the story vibe. That's what we own. When are we going to talk about Max? We did. I showcased one already early in the show. Magnum. Vic said, I need a Magnum fix. Seiko does dials magic for sure. Oh yes, man. I second that emotion, man. Hold up, have the Squale one. That's the one I was looking at. I saw that one at the when I went out to Moyer's Jeweler, they have that. They got so much stuff out there, man. It's crazy. It's like I don't even know why they haven't updated their website. I'm going there tomorrow. And this is well before, you know, RJ comes on the show, but tomorrow morning, I got to run some errands, but I'm going to the jewelry store, and hopefully I can encourage them to update their website, man, or like not their website, but their YouTube presence, because their videos, I think, are like a couple years old, and they have updated their case display since then. Where is that one? I had it out here. Okay, here it goes. So Norcan, right? Oh. So they have adventurous timepieces, man. I actually like, you have to see these watches in person. I'm gonna show you. Let me see if the one I saw was in here. Man, these watches are freaking amazing, dude. And I think they start around 2,500. And they have, I believe, some of them have the same engine the Rolex has in it. Let me see if I can find that one that I saw. It was like, it reminded me of had like a cushion style case, but it reminded me of Panerai. Where is the live with RJ Trap? It's tomorrow at so 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. I don't think this. Yeah, the watch I looked at is not in here. It's not in here. Dang it! I want to show y'all that watch, man. But here, let me give y'all an up close up like that dial. Look at that dial, man. And that's just off a still picture. So just imagine having this watch in your, man, just on your wrist, man. Whoo! Hold up, man. What's this say? Limited edition of 100 pieces. 316L polished satin, sandblasted stainless steel. DLC coated. It's 42 millimeter, 300 feet water resistance. This one has a Salida 200-1S. 38-hour power reserve. That's that skeletonized piece right there. Yeah, that thing, man. That thing's the truth, man. You know what? Ooh, they got this on the back too, so check that out. I wonder if that'll work if you put your phone up to it and it scan. So y'all can, like, if you catch this replay, you can pause it and then just go through their catalog. I'm gonna help y'all jump down this rabbit hole of watches, man. This stuff be getting me fired up, y'all. I'm telling you. Cause then you get to talk to some amazing people, man. Like, that's the crazy thing, man. I talked when I was down there with the Urban Gentry event. I talked to some great people. Man, I could have sworn that watch was in here. Oh well. I'll showcase it. I'll go through this some more, and I'll do this on a. It'll probably be like a quick 2 to 3 minute video, of course, with some still pictures and stuff like that, some shots. I should, you know what? If I can get my man to send me a couple of live shots of the watches, or I can just go out there and see if they'll let me record. But I don't know if you can see that, but you see the case, how you see it, it's almost like to the 9 o'clock, that cushion portion. It's one of those, it's like that, but it's like a carbon case. It's not in here though. So I'll take a picture of the watch when I go out there. I'm going out there tomorrow, and I'll upload. Of course, I'm not going to just walk up in there and be like, "Hey, I'm recording." I'll always ask permission, man. I don't want to cause some trouble. You know what gets me fired up? You having the wrong day. Hold up, do I got a watch that got the wrong date on it in here? I probably do. Okay, here go one for you, bro. That one say the 13th. Yeah, that was just for you, Vic. That was just for you. Everything else is up. Everything. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh, okay. I got another one for you. Can you see that one? That say the 14th. Ha ha. Am I about? Oh, I got one. That one says the 30th. Yeah, buddy. Let me see what time. Okay, so yeah, we're coming up. We're coming up on an hour. We about to get up out of here, man. We about to get up out of here. Tomorrow, Joe, at 8 o'clock. Yep. Just got the Seiko Red special too, and $1. So nice. Hey, send me let me see. Did you post a picture of it, bro? When are we want to talk? Oh, I already read that. Police. The police is in here. All right, so hold up. I gotta go back to my go-to. And unfortunately, I will say this. There are sites that sell, if you are into glycine, there are sites that sell glycine. eBay is, to me, I have purchased from eBay. You have to trust the seller. That's all I can tell you. It's on your Insta. Okay. You have to trust the seller. And the best thing I could tell you is take your time really when searching for some of these watches. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, if you can't find it on YouTube, if somebody's talked about it, that's one of the things I'm like, man, I wish more people talked about some of these off-brand. I mean, dude, Deep Blue is not off-brand really. Deep Blue is the truth, my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They like how can I put it? When you were coming up in school and people wore Nike, some people wore Reebok, you know what I'm saying? You put it in a different class, they're definitely a name brand, you know what I'm saying, that you want to have on your wrist at a low cost, man. That's the thing. You can get into a Swiss timepiece for the low. And I know movement don't bother some people because it really don't, man. It just depends on what you want to do. Shoot. Look how many people be buying those watches from Walmart. There's like some of them clothing stores, man. Like what was it? Not RNS. We got a men's clothing store here. So when you're done shopping, buying all your clothes and stuff like that, whatever outfits you're gonna get, as you walk out through the line, you look to your right. There's some cologne. You got name brands. You got some off brands. Some close to the original. Then you got all these different watches. You got Polo. You got some watches I ain't never heard of before. All of them quartz. And those guys, they come with bracelets and cufflinks. You know what I'm saying, for like $30. And those guys buy those watches. Like it's no problem. You know what I'm saying? And those watches may last a year, 2 years, or whatever the case is. The warranty on them are crazy. Like you don't even know what the warranty is. It's like you bring it back to the store and they just say, all right, here. They give you another watch. And they toss the other one out because it ain't worth nothing. Is Invicta the K-Swiss of watches? Man, if you put it up, if you compare it to other brands, I imagine so. Depends on what it is. I mean, and here's the deal with Invicta. I was having this discussion earlier. Somebody hit me up on Instagram. We was talking back and forth. They were wondering how many watches do Invicta sell per year, and I was like, shoot, based on the numbers that they had, the shop put out was a month ago, was like between 14 million units sold per year. That's a lot of watches. I think Jay Jones make up for like maybe 18% of that by himself. But yeah, man, as far as branding's concerned, since you brought up sneaker brands, hey, it is. I'll put it to you like this. You got Invicta, and then when you compare it, like when you going down that rabbit hole, you start like, would you go out and man, I'm trying to think of the name of the store. They used to sell those classic Reeboks and K-Swiss. Like you get to spin the wheel and get the little coupon and get 15% off your, I can't remember the name of that shoe store, but yeah, that will be, you still get a name brand, but that thing fall by the wayside when it compared to some of these other joints. I'm telling you. Nice, Joe. Ooh, really? Mm. Joe, you got a lot of stuff, man. Your collection crazy. Your collection is crazy, man. Okay. Oh, all right. We at an hour. So, in my closing statement, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for just jumping in and rocking with your boy for this time. And again, don't be afraid to try anything, and do not be ashamed of what you collect. If the people in your lane, or if they come in your lane and they're not talking the same language, man, you're one of them and just keep on moving, man. We got somebody out here that really appreciates your collection, appreciates you as a collector, because that's where it starts first, man. Glycine is number one. Yes, sir. I see Dave. Dave came chime in at the end. Hey, bro, you already know how I feel about Glycine, man. I need to get my hands on some more. So Glycine, I don't know what's going on, man. Glycine, you need to be publicized a little more. I don't know why Glycine is not being put out like that, because the truth. And then Hamilton, khaki, another nice Swiss timepiece. And then before I go, another one for you guys that like the big watches, the big size, man. Go grab your Magnum, man. Holla at Vic, man. He'll point you in the right direction. So other than that, man, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, man. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Y'all be blessed.